Hello, my name is NURUL binti MAYUDI and we are from Group 2. So today we will explain about the challenges and solution of environmental impact assessment. So what is EIA? EIA can be defined as a study to identify, predict, evaluate and communicate information about the impact on the environment of a proposed development activity. EIA also is a predictive environmental management tools. The EIA procedure in Malaysia have been developed primarily as an aid to the environmental planning of new development project.
Assalamualaikum, my name is FATIN SYAFIQAH. Now I will explain the challenges and solution of environmental impact assessment. Okay, first, the challenge is assessment of risk and social impact are often omitted from EIAs. Tradition and legislation have developed a system in which the handling of the project's social component is modest in comparison to the project's environment aspect. This is true even when the project's social component is significantly more essential and intricate than its environmental component. Because the legislation that established the EIA obligation define environment narrowly with an emphasis on the biophysical environment, social impact is sometimes overlooked in EIAs. Despite the fact that risk assessment has expanded greatly as a profession over the last few decades, many projects that represent serious danger to human health and the environment continue to be abandoned or underutilized. Next, the solution for this challenge is first, analyze how adaptive management will be applied, as well as the use of social management system. It's critical to be adaptable when it comes to managing and monitoring social impact. This emphasizes the significance of ongoing outcome, monitoring and feedback. Monitoring data should be utilized to keep the social performance plan up to date. This plan must be live documents that are reviewed and modified on a regular basis. It is obvious that for any project, a large number of social performance or social impact tasks must be conducted, monitored, recorded, reported on.
So now I will continue with the next challenges. My name is NAJWA binti MOHAMAD RADZI and my matrix number is CP190077. The challenges of environmental impact assessment is uncertainty information gathered by the studies. As we all know, uncertainty is practically unavoidable of environmental impact assessment projection for a variety of reasons. Besides that, uncertainty also occurs due to insufficient monitoring environmental parameters and also a lack of baseline environmental data at project site. Natural variation is a well-known source of uncertainty. Natural variations such as rainfall, crop yields, soil characteristics, biomass productivity, and pest population dynamics are all parts of the environmental impact assessment process. Uncertainty of natural variation occurs due to the statistically significant changes of the data measured. For example, altered hydrologic cycle or soil erosion rate that have been measured. Data quality is also a well-known source of uncertainty. Collecting statistically reliable data in the field over a long period of time can be difficult. During the rainy seasons, access to remote sites may be hampered. Political unrest, corrupt official and guerrilla activities are all sources of the anxiety for the researchers of the EIA. Next is for the solution of the uncertainty information gathered by the studies. Solution for natural variation. Scientific research cannot reduce the natural variability, but it can improve the natural ability to discern the cause-effect signal. Spatial variance can be reduced by sampling a bigger area as well as utilizing a larger representative tools, more sample sites or more transects. Both types of variance can be decreased by utilizing a composite sample or by concentrating sampling in the area or time period with the most fluctuation. Next is for the solution of the data quality. By using the summary statistic to analyze the data can also assist in identifying the potential errors that needed to be corrected. This is by Using the better monitoring program, design can make the data gathering more efficient and cost-effective, and prior similar research and existing knowledge can be used more effectively. Decision makers should be more active in the data quality management in order to articulate their decision error rate, which is the likelihood of making an incorrect decision based on the data estimate the true state of nature incorrectly.
My name is HARRYSON, and I'll continue with the next challenges. So as we all know, EIA process is often disorganized, separated from reality, ineffective in terms of implementation, and also a bit slow to learn from experience and practices. So the goal is to improve the EIA process by making it more focused, competent, and also robust. Next, I'll go with the solution. First, in terms of focus, we should focus on the importance of scoping to EIA institutional arrangement and document, EIA activities, inputs and outputs. So the scoping should be based on clear principle and also concentrates on the important things, clear roles and also adapted to context. The second solution would be in terms of competence. The duties should be well defined and effectively coordinated, and the participants should be well qualified. Individuals and combined EIA activities should be conducted according to the best practices to minimize competence-related problems. Next, I'll move on to the next solution, which is in terms of effectiveness. As you all know, efficiency is concerned with how effective the process works. So by distinguishing between abilities and achievement levels, substantiating assessment and conclusion, and also supporting the implementation of improvement, EIA overall effectiveness should be enhanced across the level of EIA activities. That's all from me. We'll move on to the next slide.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is MOHAMAD bin OMAR and my metric number is CP190074. So I will explain about the last challenges and solution of environmental impact assessment, which is limited technical and managerial capacities. So the challenges are, the EIA is a planning and decision making process used in policy and management. So the EIA helps to identify, anticipate, evaluate and likely environmental impacts of proposed development projects, programs and policies. So EIA can be conducted by sequential, concurrent and integrated ways. So institutional structures and agencies for the management and implementation of EIA are vary amongst the countries, reflecting different political, economic and social priorities. So lack of technical capacity cause the final reports of EIA are weak and cannot be executed comprehensively. So weak linkage between environmental impact assessment report recommendations on mitigations and monitoring and project implementation and operating, resulting the EIA is ignored or the recommendation provided by the EIA is not effective. So how to solve that? The solution, government should set up a special organization to conduct EIA assessment. So it include local government agencies, NGOs, research institutions and affected groups, including communities, life scientists and others. So it will so the risk to the environment can be minimized, thus can produce a good quality report that determines significant obstacle and risk towards environment. So as the result, planners and engineers can then shape the project so that its expected benefits can be achieved and sustained without causing inadvertent environmental impacts. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So the conclusion is, all these challenges can be addressed by analyze how adaptive management will be applied, can assess the risk and social impact often neglected by the EIA. Besides that, by using unified process, paper and public hearing can help in making EIA more practical. Plus, by using summary statistics to analyze the data can also assist in identifying potential error. And lastly, the government should set up a special organization to conduct EIA assessment to evaluate development projects so that risk of environment can be minimized. That's all from us. Thank you.